Welcome. You have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review is 57 seconds. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get into it. So let's go over the cast. Got Josh Hutcherson, plays as Franklin Fox. Morgan Freeman plays as Anton Barrow. Lovey Simone plays as Jayla. Sammy Rodaby plays as Calvert. Mark Jacobson plays as Andy. Bevan Brew plays as Renee Rensler. And Greg German plays as Sig Thurvenson. So this movie is it was okay. Um, what it's about is you have Franklin, who's in the tech. Well, he's not in the tech. Let me take that back. He's a reporter. You find out him and his sister was starting a company. His sister got on these like an opioid type pill. The company, pharmaceutical company who put it out there, knew that the pills was bad. His sister couldn't beat the addiction, and she killed herself. So he made it his mission to write articles about these pharmaceutical companies and attacking them. So Anton Barrow, which is played by Morgan Freeman, he's technology. He's in the technology. He's in the tech and revolutionizing tech. So he is on his path that he gets these. If you wear these bracelets, it basically gets into your rhythm and it makes you feel better about working out so that you can stay healthy and don't have to use pills and stuff like that. Now, we all know big pharma, it's big business, billions of dollars, so they want to keep people sick and on medicine and stuff like that. So he's going against the grain with his device. So Franklin is determined to meet him. So he takes this job where he pretty much want to work there part-time so he could try to meet Anton. So this is where he meets J-Lad, and they hit it off like love at first sight right off the bat. So he gets his friend Andy, who works in the he works in the tech too, but he controls like the sound system and everything. So he was able to hack and get Franklin a fake bracelet to get into this seminar that Anton is having. So he's in the back waiting for Anton. He meaning Franklin. Anton shows up and he was hiding behind a curtain, but pretty much Anton approached him and he's like, "How and why are you here?" And he pretty much said, I'm a reporter. I'm looking for I want to do an interview with you." And so Anton pretty much had to go on stage and do his presentation to the group. So he's telling the group about this new bracelet that he has. And so in the crowd is Calvert and Renee, who work for Sig. They're scoping out the presentation, and basically with Sig running a pharmaceutical company, Anton is a threat. So they had someone set up to be security, and he pretty much tased the one security guard and broke his way through and tried to shoot Anton. But Franklin was there and stopped the shooting. And so at this moment, security came. Anton thanked them, basically said that interview will happen. Then Anton had this weird guard with him the whole time. But I think the guard, later in the movie, you see that the guard, I think it's an android. So it wasn't really a human life form. It's shaped like that, but I think it was an android robot. But nevertheless, Franklin finds a ring, and he just keeps the ring, but he accidentally used it, and when he used it, hit it, you push the button. What it does is takes you back 57 seconds from the last time you was. So you basically relive 57 seconds that you just previously. So in that instance, he used it till he understood how it works for him to have sex with Jayla. Then he thought of, like, he need money, so he thought of going to the casino, and so he used that. So whenever he played roulette, say he put it on 11 and he lost the first time, but he knew what the number was going to be, so he played it back 57 seconds. So then he put it on the correct number and he start winning, and eventually what happened is the casinos pretty much felt as though that he was cheating and scamming, so they beat him up. But when they went to go beat him up, Calvert showed up pretty much and was pretty much showed up and introduced himself, pretty much saying Sig wants to meet him and basically hire him so that he could write good articles about his company so that could take some of the heat off of him. Franklin wasn't with it at first, but he also looked at it, this is his way to get in with the pharmaceutical company that killed his sister, find some personal intel, and then he can expose him. And so he did meet with Anton. Anton pretty much told him, like, you gotta find your lane and your angle. So this was his lane and angle. So of course he used the ring to get him monetary gains, change his lifestyle. He proposed to Jayla, love at first sight. She was with it. And now with Sig, he wants to expose Sig, but Sig is trying to figure him out, like, what is it that you're using to gain this knowledge that you gain, So he couldn't find out nothing. He didn't find out to the very end of the movie that it was the actual ring, that the dynamics of the ring. But this is only after they was up in the plane, and the plane was great crash. The plane did crash, but they pretty much everybody survived except Sig, because he wasn't the only one in a seatbelt or anything. And within the movie, what Franklin was able to discover was that Sig was blackmailing his employees by pitting them, drugging them, and then pitting them in compromising situations, record them on film, and then blackmail them. Pretty much, if he got them on film, he could have them do whatever, because they would be exposed. So that got exposed to the world at a baseball game by his friend Andy. Exposed it on the jumbotron, and at the end, Anton came to Franklin and pretty much said, I want to hire you and bring you on as a partner. We pretty much left that ring there to see if you would pass the test, and you did. And so Franklin pretty much took the ring and crushed it. And then they said, the deal is still on, because when he did that, the human being that you thought was a human, the android face lit up, basically signaling that, he passed the test. And so he pretty much said, Franklin said, I want to take these bracelets off. Like, we don't want to be controlled by tech, pretty much. And so that was the end of the movie. So overall, a decent movie. One of the movies that if you don't have anything else to watch, it doesn't hurt to watch it. Out of my 4-star rating system, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 4 stars. Definitely shows where tech is going. It's kind of like mimicking, like how with the I think it's those bracelets that you see people on, and it monitors your heart and all that type stuff. So it's getting in. It's kind of like tapping into that world. That's it for now. Till next time.